Hello there! If you are watching this video, you probably have a very exciting construction project need somewhere in Europe, Russia, or the Middle East, and you are trying to figure out where to start. Maybe you are looking to renovate a space, or build a new lab, or simply understand what your project need would cost. If that sounds about right, the corporate services team are right here to help turn your ideas into realities. Okay, so how do we start? Phase 1. Simply send an email to our CS site lead and outline your project goals. A few lines are enough to allow our management team to assign a corporate services project manager to your request. During the programming phase, the assigned corporate services project manager will revert to you in a few days to start a dialogue and agree on the scope, schedule, and budget needs. Based on that, CS will prepare an SOW, Scope of Work document. Our goal here is to set up the boundary conditions and get us aligned. If your project is related to the improvement or expansion of labs, please remember to open a lab request in the dedicated tool. Go to Lab Request Intake Tool. This phase is performed free of charge, unless there is a need to involve external vendors, examination, survey, feasibility check, etc. The outcome of Phase 1 is to set 3 types of documents: PSDW, Project Scope Definition Worksheet; OOM, Order of Magnitude, rough cost estimation of the entire project, if possible to be determined before design; and P2 Price Proposal, an offer for Phase 2, Design. We are now up and running. The scope of work is clear, the funding sources have been agreed, and the schedule milestones are set. Moving on to Phase 2, Design. You'll need approved funding to issue the PO for Phase 2, where a detailed design will be prepared based on the materials produced in the previous phase. Design progress will be reviewed by all parties as it is being completed. Design review (DR) meetings take place for key design features to be aligned and finalized before proceeding. These design reviews are crucial to ensure the final design meets all the customer's requirements. It is a gradual process in which the customer must be actively involved with through each design review. Once you have completed the review, you'll be able to move forward to the next stage. Here are the most common criteria that are being reviewed during the project design stage. Design review 30%, space planning, layouts, and functional aspects. Design review 60%, floorings, ceilings, wall finishes, and main devices, AC units, UPS, AHUs. Design review 90%, full design, last 10% is for multidiscipline coordination and design completion. If a permit is required by local law, the design phase will include submitting a permit request. Obtaining a full permit can take a couple of months, depending on geolocation. For simple projects where design and permits are not required, Phase 2 can be skipped, and the project will proceed to Phase 3. For more complex projects, CS can provide a budget estimate, plus or minus 10%, based on the final design during Phase 2. This allows for adjusting the project scope if the costs exceed the expected budget, and gives time for customer to work on the budget request. Phase 3, Tender. Once the design stage has been completed, your assigned corporate services project manager is ready to go to the market to obtain competitive bids for the project delivery. To make sure all bids are comparable, a unified tender package must be prepared, which usually takes 4 to 7 weeks, depending on the project complexity. According to Intel policy, it is required to obtain multiple offers from authorized vendors and choose the most valuable offer. Exceptions are possible only if strongly justified. Most of the projects are performed under Intel JLL SPGC contract, so the entire tender process is performed by JLL under strict contractual rules. The outcome of a tender is a price offer, hard bid, execution. The business unit must provide the funding for the total project, and only then will the CS manager issue the PO. CS will work with you and the construction team to prepare an execution plan and detailed construction schedule. Construction work usually starts about 30 days after the PO is issued. The exciting part is seeing physical work happening on the ground, turning your ideas into reality. The Corporate Services Project Manager will keep you updated on progress and strive to deliver a fantastic result for you and for Intel Corporation. So, if you have a new project idea, don't hesitate to contact your CS site lead to begin the journey.